Hey guys, what's going on? AZ Paving here again. On the last video I actually did notice that the wind noise was a little more than I hoped it would be, so I did end up getting an additional windscreen or foam tip, if you will. So hopefully that'll help it, even if it's just a little. But basically I was just thinking about something to sort of vlog about while I was heading home, and I just figured I'll talk about the hours that I work. And I actually work graveyard or nighttime hours, whatever you want to call it. And I mean, it's really weird. Like, a lot of people, they'd rather not work these hours apparently. Some people don't like it at all or don't understand, like, how do you do that? You know, oh, that would suck, you know, I couldn't do it. I hear that from like a lot of people, but to be honest, I like it in a lot of ways. I mean, it has some downsides, but I mean, everything's gonna have some pros and cons, pretty much no matter what you're talking about. So in this case, like, no matter where I go, for the most part, because I'm leaving right now, there's no traffic. You know what I mean? Like, when I leave in the morning, there's like no traffic. And even on like a normal weekday, like when school, because right now school's not in, but even if school was in session, I go the opposite direction. I'm leaving downtown, so there's really no traffic in the direction I'm headed. And it's the same thing when I'm coming to work. When I'm coming to work, there's no traffic coming into downtown because it's everyone leaving downtown, heading away. So there's way less traffic, which is definitely a bonus. Because if anyone that's watching this lives in a pretty big city, or with good population, you know that traffic sucks. So yeah, that's pretty good, to not ever have to deal with traffic. Also is it tends to be less workload, or not as busy, because I guess that sort of depends on what you're doing or what your job title entails. But for me anyways, there's not as much to do because there's not as much people awake, and there's not as much people at the workplace either. So it should be easier for the most part, at least it is for me. So and because I also work like right in between two hospitals, a lot of things are still open near my work, like for food. There's also like a lot of like clubs and bars and restaurants and things like that as well, like not just fast food but also restaurants. So I don't know. Plus you get the entire day off. Like, let's just talk about that. The whole day. So if you have kids, then and they have like a field trip, and you want to go on it with them, you can. Nothing is stopping you from going, because you have the whole day off. So if you can choose when you want to sleep, like, so let's say you get off at we get up at 8 in the morning, right? You can just go home and sleep pretty much right away. Let's say it takes you a half an hour to actually get home and go to sleep or something, or even an hour. So you sleep by 9. Then you can get up for when your kids get out of school, or if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and they're in school and you're not, you can still hang out with them the whole time. Or you can do it the other way around, where you can just stay up. Because if you're getting off at 8 a.m., then that means you're basically not going in until like what, 11 o'clock, 11:30. Yeah, 11:30. So if you stayed up until like 2 in the afternoon and then slept until 10, you know what I mean? You're still getting 8 hours of sleep. And I don't really know too many people who, on a daily basis or nightly basis, whatever, actually gets a full 8 hours, right? I mean, that's the plan. You tell yourself, I'm going to sleep for 8 hours, and then you look at the clock and you start debating with yourself, well, if I fall asleep right now, I can get 6. But, you know, that's not going to happen, so then you get 5.5 if you're lucky. So, I mean, I don't know, I just really like working nights because of the way you can choose what part of the day off you want. Again, less traffic. And during the daytime, especially early in the morning at like 9 to 10, something like that, which isn't exactly early, but it's early enough because a lot of people are working or are in school. So there's no lines anywhere. Like, you just go places and you get everything done much quicker. Like, I don't know. But the downside is, of course, there's downsides to working nights, you know. On your days off, it's actually not really like having a day off, because if you have split days, you'll actually work every single day of the week. So that's a downside. You kind of have to have both your days together for it to seem like a full day off, where you can actually go hang out while rested fully. Because otherwise, if you're doing your same schedule, you're going to be waking up and your normal time of being awake is at night. So there's not exactly too much you can do compared to if you were, you know, having a day off. You'd be able to reap those benefits of having everything open, not just some things. And I mean, at like 3 or 4 in the morning around here, there's not really too much. I mean, we got like the casinos, but I guess if you don't do it right, like the balance, you can really screw up your personal life. So if you're one of those people who just wants to be surrounded by your friends like every weekend, you know, and every birthday party, no matter what, like that might be a little rough for you. But for me it's not. I mean, it's not, if you don't like the guy or the girl who doesn't want to be hanging around like every single person they know all the time, I guess another pro could be just use the excuse that you have to work tonight or you worked last night. You know, like, oh, well, come over here and hang out. Oh, you know, I gotta work tonight. You know, I gotta go to sleep right now. Kind of like a really easy cop-out. At the same time, it's not even a cop-out though, because it's true. But if it is a place you want to go or a party you want to attend, then you could, like I said earlier, set up your sleep schedule so you could make it happen. So that'd pretty much be it. But I've been doing it for quite a while, greater than 5 years. I've been working nights, and so far I still like it. I mean, I don't hate it at all. But that's just my opinion. You know, you guys might hate it. Might be like one of the people I mentioned at the beginning. How can you work nights? Oh my God, that's terrible. The sun's not up, you know what I mean? But that's just my input, so feel free to